Good evening friends and welcome to this video. So here we'll discuss about one recent news, India's growth momentum to continue, and this will happen despite the global recession. So what is this news about? About that we'll learn, and let us check some media reports from leading news portals. So, despite global headwinds, Indian economy will stay on course. Okay, this is one news, and again, which has been said by our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman. In a world of uncertainties, India among very few standout performers. So, what does it mean? That recently we have come across many such news that there will be recession, etc., global recession, mainly the rich countries or the first world countries, they will face recession. But despite being like very much prone to recession, India will emerge out as a standout performer. That means India will likely to have a very significant growth of about 7% as per our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Okay, and not only this, the IMF chief has also praised India. During the same time, IMF chief has also praised India, and it has been said by the IMF that India will become the third largest economy by the financial year 2028. Okay, so actually our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman, so she was talking at International Monetary Finance Committee. She was delivering a plenary talk there. Okay, she was a speaker. So she said that our country is supposed to grow at 7% in the fiscal year 22 and 23. Okay, but again we have to remember that during this time many countries are likely to experience recession, because recently we have come across news that countries like UK or USA, they are facing recession. Okay, recession means reduction in growth percentage, or that may even go in negative. The annual growth of economy may also go to negative, or it may slow down to very small percentage value. So what is attributed for such a high possible growth for India are domestic policy environment and key structural reforms done by the government of India. That is being said by our finance minister, that these things will propel India's impressive growth, which we may see in the fiscal year 22 and 23. Okay, again in a world of uncertainties, okay, we are living in a world which is full of uncertainties, because Russia Ukraine war is going on, inflation and recession fears are there. So India is one of the very few standout performers. Okay, very few countries that will perform well even during the period of recession. So India will be one of the standout performers. Okay, and not only that, the government has taken during this time, in the last 2 years, during the COVID times, the government has taken steps to make food items available to 800 million populations of the country, which is actually a very significant number. So this is also one good step taken by the government of India, according to the finance minister. And not only this, she also lauded India's rise as a digital payments giant with lowest transaction rate. Okay, so nowadays we know that we are using UPI. Okay, we are using many UPI based services for our payments, etc. So these things are making payments and business transactions, etc., very simple, and ease of doing business has also increased. Okay, and in most of the UPI payments we have seen that there is virtually no cost. Okay, we don't have to pay any hidden charge for our UPI payments. Okay, so all these things have made India a standout performer, and maybe we will even see the rise of UPI transactions in the coming years. So then, in the meantime, IMF chief, International Monetary Fund's chief, Kristalina Georgieva, has also praised India and termed the country a bright spot in the current global scenario. Okay, so same thing which has been talked about by our finance minister. So IMF chief has said that India is a bright spot despite a very dark global scenario. Okay, she lauded India's growth mediated by structural reforms. So she similarly had the same words as our finance minister, that India's growth has been mediated by structural and policy reforms done by the government of India. She also attributed this success reason for India's growth to the digitalization and accessibility of various services on the digital accesses. Okay, so like we are now using our Aadhaar cards, etc., to access many different services, and digitalization like UPI based payments that Indians are using nowadays. You don't even have to carry cash or notes nowadays. Only you need is that a smartphone where you have the UPI payment option. So those things are making payment systems and access to digital services very easy for Indians. So these things have been praised by the IMF chief, Kristalina Georgieva. So again, the next G20 summit is going to be held in New Delhi. For the first time in India, it will be held in September 2023. The next year, the summit will be held, and with this, India will likely to have a mark on the world. Okay, very important statement made by the IMF chief, that India will leave a mark on the world stage for the years to come. Not only for 1 or 2 years, maybe for up to next 5-10 years, India will play a significant role in the global politics. And also, as per another estimate, IMF also predicts that in the financial year 28, India will overcome Japan to become the third largest economy. Okay, right now India is ahead of the UK. India is the 5th largest economy, so eventually India will overcome Germany, which is now number 4th, and then India will also overcome Japan to become the third largest economy in the world. So quite positive news about India we have been able to get during this time, mainly when such praises come from the IMF chief. We will have to see where we go, where our country progresses to. Meanwhile, very positive news and very inspiring news for our country. I hope you have liked this video. Please like the video, share it, and please subscribe to this channel also. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this.